Hi guys, good morning all. Today we are going to discuss about the data frame. Okay, so what is data frame? As we have discussed in the last class, it is nothing but a two-dimensional array which contains both row and column. So whenever we represent the data in the form of tabular structure, so that is called as data frame. So data frame having both row and column. A data frame is a two-dimensional data structure. A data frame is just like a table in SQL. The data frame contains both row and column. Fantastic. That is we have discussed in the previous class as well. Fine. Now, data frame is a predefined class. For example, here I have taken three columns: employee number, name, and salary. And you can see four different rows are there: 101, 102, 103, and 104. Similarly, Obi, Hema, Nirikshan, View, these are the different names and salaries. Okay, this is a typical example of a data frame. Why? Because data frame is nothing but the representation of the data in the tabular form, that is row columnar form, both. And here, columns are like employee number, name, and salary. And rows are this one. You can see 101 Obi, 10,000, 102 Yama, 20,000, 103 Nirikshan, 30,000, and 104 Viru, 40,000. Right? Now, so I want to do certain operation. Let's say, first I need to create the constructor. A Panda data frame can be created using the following constructor. That is Pandas.DataFrame. And inside that, we need to pass the data, index value, columns, data like that. Okay. So what are the parameters and description? It is nothing but we can provide type like, list, dictionary, set, and all, everything. Index, we can provide the index. As you know, the index starts from 0. Okay, so indexing we can. Columns, we can provide different column name. Data type, what is the data type of each column? Then copy. We can copy the data. Default value is false. Okay. Now, create a data frame. Now, different ways are there to create a data frame. We'll go one by one. Creating data frame means creating object of data frame. Okay, a Pandas data frame can be created using various input like list, dictionary, series, numpy, n-dimensional array, another data frame, and loading from file. So typically speaking, out of this all the area, the most important and real-time way is loading from file. For example, my data is present in the CSV file, or maybe JSON file, or maybe TSV file. So if I start loading the data from the respective file by using Panda, then happily it will create as a reader type that is nothing but a data frame. We'll see how to read the data from different file systems, okay, and different file format as well. In real time, when we load existing file, then it will just the data. Now, for knowledge check, I'm showing some example how to create an empty data frame. So you can see, as I have taken the alias name, that's why I'm writing pt.dataframe instead of pandas.dataframe. Here you can see written pandas.dataframe because there is no alias name I have created. But here I have created the alias name. So instead of writing pandas.dataframe, I'm writing pt.dataframe. And whatever it is providing me as a data type, that is nothing for the DF. So if I print DF and type of data frame, you can see print type of data frame is nothing but a class type pandas.core.frame data frame. That means this variable is nothing but a type of data frame category, data frame class. Okay, and here is empty data frame. There's no column and there's no index. Similarly, create a data frame by using list. As we have seen, there are different ways to create a data frame. Either I can create the data frame from list or dictionary or series. That we are going to discuss one by one. Now, by using list. Here I am taking a list and it's equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As I'm passing that list into the data frame. Similarly, the previous one. pt.dataframe, as I'm not passing anything, that's why it's creating an empty data frame. As I'm passing here, that and I'm putting in DF. So if you print a DF, then it will give me what are present. So what are the present? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will just convert into the column and you can see indexing starting from 0 up to 4 because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 data are there or 5 rows are there and my column name. As I have not given any column name, by default is giving my column name as 0. But specifically if I want, I can give a different column name as well. Let's see. I have taken the value like how I have taken the year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have taken the string value ABC here also. Great. Fine. Now, how many data present? For example, I have to see the length of basically data frame. So here you can see there are 5 elements present in the list. And same list I am passing into the data frame while creating the data. That's why the length of the data frame here in this case is nothing but the number of elements present in that list. So how many elements are present in the list? 5 elements present in the list. That's why length of the data frame is nothing but 5. Same as the element present in the list. Okay. Now, creating a data frame by using list of list. List of list is nothing but, guys, it's a 2D data frame. So where you can see more than what columns I am using because 2 different data are there. And here you can see direction 20, propping 22, 0, 24. Okay. And I have 3 rows. That's why it is starting from 0, go up to 2. That's 0, 1, 2. 4 different columns in there. That is 1 and 0 and 1. And the value is 4 in the row column. Okay. You can see that I am not giving any name. That's why my column name is 0 and 1 by default. So another column will add, it will give me 2. Another column will add, it will give me 3. But here, giving the name, you can see the same example. But I have given the name, like instead of passing only I, and it's only L, which in the list, I'm passing L, comma, columns, name and age. Here you can see name and age is a column. But here I have not given any name. That's why 0 and 1 coming by default. So guys, just compare this to example. Fine. Now, because here what happens? 3 columns I have taken because 3 different values: name, age, and salary. I have given 3 different column names: name, age, salary. I have taken 2 different ways: name and age. Here I have added 1 more extra column, that is salary. And I have given the respective data as well, like 10,000, 20,000, and 30,000. All are coming and stored in a data frame. Right? Now, create a data frame from dictionary of n-dimensional array or list. All the n-dimensional array must be of same length. That is the first condition. If no index is passed, then by default index will be range, that is n, where n is the length of the list. For example, here you can see I am creating a n-dimensional array. That is list I have taken n is equal to name colon direction or BMA, then a colon basically kind of dictionary type. Okay. N-dimensional dictionary. Age is equal to 20, 21, 22. So here, name and age nothing but 2 different columns. Whatever value present in the name, that will be present under the name column itself. Whatever value present under age, so those values will be present under the column only. You can see direction 20, OP 21, Emma 22. As 3 records are there, 3 rows are there. That's why my index start from 0 and go up to 2. That is 0, 1, 2. So guys, in the example, name and age consider as column name. Obviously, as I told you. Now, here. Here you can see, by default, if I am not passing the index, it will start from 0 and go up to like number of records. For example, I want to give the index name. Is it possible I can give? Yes, happily I can give. Here that you see, I'm creating a data frame. I'm passing this list L. Or I'm passing this, I can do dictionary. And I'm giving the indexing number or value explicitly. So 1, 2, 3. That's why instead of starting from 0, which was like based on the above example, it start with 1, then 2. Okay. Similarly, I can give some different name also, like row 1, row 2, row 3. See, for example, I have the column name as name and age, respective data present, But here in the indexing, you can see instead of 1, 2, 3, now it becomes row 1, row 2, row 3. Are you getting my point? We are providing the indexing value explicitly. If I don't pass anything, then to start from 0, go up to like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to how many number of records or rows are present. Fine. If index is passed, then the length of the index should be equal to the length of the array. Definitely, because length of the array is nothing but 3 different rows are present. So that is the length of the index. Here you can see I'm passing ABC, small ABC. That's why indexing coming as small ABC. This is for practicing purpose I have taken not different age. Fine. Now, creating a data frame from list of dictionary. Previous example we have seen dictionary of n-dimensional array. Here, dictionary of n-dimensional array. List of n-dimensional array on list. So, list of dictionary. From list of dictionary. So, list of dictionary can be passed input data to create a data frame. Dictionary keys are by default taken as column name. You can see here A10, A:10, B:20, then A:30 and B:31. I'm passing the data. So here data is nothing but a kind of list. So here you can see whatever present the variable like key is treated as by default the column name. So here key is nothing but AB. That's why that will become the column name. So column name is AB. What are the respective data is present? Let's say for A it is 10. Then for this one it's 30. Then for B 22. Then for this one B is 31. So you can see the present is row column for one. And my index starting from 0, 1. Fine. Similarly, here 3 different values are present. That is ABC. So my column name will be small a, small b, small c. And respective data is present and my as 2 different rows are present. So my index starting from 0 go up to 1. Here I am not giving index value explicit. That's why I starting from 0 by default. Creating a data frame from dictionary of series. You can see. Dictionary of series can be passed from to format data frame. Here you can see I have created data frame. I have created a dictionary. I can say 1 colon period series 1, 2, 3 index ABC. I'm giving explicit 2 colon period series 4, 5, 6 index ABC. Now guys tell me. I am giving the index value. So my index will not start from 0. That is for sure. My index will start from A, B, C. It means 3 different rows are there. So it is in A, B, C. Okay? Here, 1 is nothing but a key and nothing but a key. So we know key will become the column name. So here you can see my column name is 1 and 2. Then respective data, whatever value is present under 1, let's see 1, 2, 3 comes under the column name called 1. Then whatever value present in 2, that will be comes under a value of 2 column. Understand? Clear so far so good? If in doubt, please comment on the comment section. Please ping on the comment section. Okay? That's all guys for time being. In the next class, we will see how to create a data frame by reading from different file format. It's very tricky, very trick I will give you. A easy trick I will give you by using which you don't need to remember. You will get to know based upon the file format how you are changing a predefined function or method name which is given by Panda, and you are able to collect or extract the data from that respective file system, and you are able to create a data frame respective. That we'll discuss in the next class, upcoming class. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.